In the year 432 of the Holy God calendar, hero Leonis Shielto was stationed outside the capital to protect the citizens. One day, a villager approached him to get rid of the gargoyle terrorizing his village, and he agreed. As they are heading towards their destination, the villager expresses his gratitude to Leonis for helping them out. In response to this, Leonis tells him that he was stationed here by the capital and that he is just performing his duty. Despite this, the villager keeps praising him and compares him to the other heroes who are goofing around in the capital. Leonis gets a bit flattered and tells him that these monsters make for good opponents and he also wants to tame one. The villager makes a weird expression and they continue their journey. Upon reaching the ruins, the villager suddenly disappears and mages appear out of nowhere. They halt Leonis' movements and trap him. Leonis tries his best to free himself, but all in vain as some soldiers pierce his chest and kill him at the spot. According to them, Leonis had gone crazy and might prove a threat to their master. If he had shown any desire for status or money, they could have talked things through. After some time, a mysterious woman appears at the spot. She starts conversing with Leonis even though he is dead. She asks if he hates those who killed him. Leonis tells him that he doesn't, as this does not make them evil. Hearing this, she questions him if he believes that this world is just. Leo has no real answer to this question as the woman reveals that she wants to rebel against this world. She then asks Leo to join her as he is the only one she can trust with this task. In the present world, Leo wakes up from his sleep and wonders about Rhyslia. He was supposed to meet her after reincarnation and restore her army to its former glory. He then notices something on his neck and realizes that these are Rhyslia's bite marks. He confronts her as she is sleeping and forces to wake up. Rhyslia gets shocked by this and wonders what happened. Leo reveals the mark on his hand and tells her that this mark can be used to impose authority on his minions and he used it to wake her up. This embarrasses her as she thinks that Leo might use his authority to force her to do horny stuff. Seeing her worrisome face, he reassures that he won't do anything weird to her, but he would like her to behave like a lady as he shows her the bite marks. Rhyslia apologizes for that and Leo forgives her, stating that he understands her circumstances. In the meantime, Rhyslia receives a call from Fine and informs her about a strategy meeting which shocks Rhyslia and she questions further about it. Fine tells her that it might be related to that research team incident. Rhyslia then asks her to call her if anything comes up. Having a day off, Rhyslia asks Leo to train her into shape. With all of this going on, the strategy meeting is taking place at the headquarters. This meeting is related to the disappearance of Platoon 13 in the vicinity of Anchor Number 4. They cannot believe that all of them were killed during that expedition. According to the sensors, a void was detected in that area, but it disappeared after 3 seconds, which is suspicious. They even took a picture, but it is a bit blurry and looks like some tree roots. There is a possibility that there might be a mutated void or a void lord. All of these events are synonymous with the stampede, and considering all these things, one of the leaders wants all the citizens to be evacuated. The others, however, don't want this as they don't want to scare the citizens and believe that they can get rid of any void invasion this time. After some time, they receive a message from the commander. He has made the decision to not evacuate the population and ordered an immediate follow-up investigation. In the meantime, Rhyslia and Leo are training with the void simulators. Rhyslia has improved a lot and manages to defeat them rather easily. Leo praises her swordsmanship and asks if she took some classes from an instructor. Rhyslia tells him that she learned all this from her family, but she is still immature compared to Sakuya. Leo then offers to teach her magic since she is a vampire queen and her enormous mana supply is where her true potential lies. He believes that it will further strengthen her body and make her even stronger. Leo then forges a small barrier and summons some undeads to further train Rhyslia. With her current skills, Rhyslia manages to defeat them rather easily. Following all this training, Rhyslia offers to treat Leo to a meal. She tells him that she knows about a really great restaurant off campus. Leo hesitates in the beginning, but his stomach starts growling at that exact moment and he has to agree. In the meantime, the scouting team is examining the spot where the void signal was detected. Sakuya has also returned from her gambling venture and comes across Blackus. She starts praising his fur and even gives him a weird name. She also gives him some food she bought from the casino money and ties it around his neck. Regina, on the other hand, is baking some things as she is bored and asks Fine to taste the batter. Sakuya also appears at the spot and tells them about the dog she met outside. She boasts that they are now really good friends and that she will introduce them to it. She then takes the batter from Regina as she is hungry and rests on a sofa. Regina questions Fine why she is dressed in the school uniform. Fine tells him that she is prepared in case they call her. She also tells her that the platoon that went for the Marine survey hasn't returned yet and they have sent a recon squad to search for them. She then inquires about Celia's whereabouts as Regina tells her that she is doing the same she does on off days. Leo and Riselia, on the other hand, are roaming around the city. Leo looks around and realizes that human civilization has really progressed a lot. Meanwhile, Shari wants to earn some money so she can buy sweets for his master and is working a part-time job. The boss orders her to cut some vegetables and Shari accidentally cuts the plate as well. With nothing else to do, the boss asks her to sweep the sidewalk. As she heads outside, she notices Leo and Riselia who are there to buy some donuts. She quickly hides and gets jealous of Riselia. She also believes that Leo is way too resilient with his minions. Both of them then reach a restaurant where some kids recognize Riselia. They are insanely happy to see her. Leo gets shocked by this and asks what's happening. Riselia reveals that these kids live in this restaurant and call it their home, which makes Leo realize that they are also orphans just like him. He starts reminiscing about his past life as one of the kids approaches him and inquires about his identity. Upon entering the restaurant, the kids tell Riselia that they were quite sad as she was not visiting them. One of the kids lifts up Riselia's skirt, which makes Leo insanely angry and he decides to punish him. Riselia calms him down by saying that he is just a kid. In the meantime, the restaurant's owner also appears and scolds the kid. Riselia introduces her as Miss Freelia, who also greets them and inquires about Leo. Riselia tells her that she found Leo in a dungeon and that he is a holy swordsman. Hearing this, the kids gather around him, which makes him uncomfortable. Seeing this, Riselia brings out the donuts they bought on their way, which diverts their attention and they leave Leo alone. The kids ask if Riselia will make them a meal today, to which she replies positively. This makes Leo realize that this is a place Riselia wants to protect. He then remembers his own palace, sulking that he has nothing to protect now. With all of this going on, the recon team is investigating the anchor, but they find nothing there. They notice some cracks there and apparently, the Void has managed to infiltrate the city. Fine and Sakuya also notice something strange as they have a really bad feeling about this. Some workers who are working underground also come across what seems like tree roots, which shock them. These are the same roots that killed the previous platoon and were looking for Leonis. I wonder if they are up to, and is it really a Void or something else? Make sure to like and subscribe, so you don't miss out on anything.